So, what a beautiful day here in McMullen. So, as most of you have done before, a late night with a bunch of friends, either a big group of friends or a small group of friends, and you decide on some things to do. It's late, and the group starts to feel a little bit competitive. So, there are some options. You could go to the wellness center and play basketball, but, his dress shirt and her heels are probably not going to work out on the basketball court. And I don't think you have a group set of Mallards tickets to go to. So, what can you do? Well, you could go bowling. Like this guy. But, yeah, so you can be competitive and have some fun late night. So, I'll give you my explanation of how you can beat your feeble friends sitting back there. Give them a run for their money. So in the student survey, you had said what some people have told you have done wrong, basically. So you've thrown it way too hard, not following through. And could you please stop throwing it so weird? Actually, when I read that, I felt really bad for whoever wrote that. I'm so sorry. That's such a mean comment. But in any case, I give you 3 examples first for this of why those are wrong. So, this man here, his name is Oscar Palermo. He can actually throw a 10-pound bowling ball 26 miles an hour. So, and he'll strike a pretty decent amount of the time doing it. So, you can never throw it too hard. Follow through. This guy here, his name is Stu Williams. He is easily in the top 75 on the Pro Tour. And his follow through only extends to about right here. So, it doesn't really matter about your follow through. And, could you please stop throwing it so weird? To that I say, Jason Belmonte. Now, this man has 15 tour titles, 4 Player of the Years, and he's won 4 ESPYs, all by throwing it two-handed. So instead of us throwing one-handed here or here, he uses both hands. And he's made over $1 million. So he has $500,000 in both hands, basically. So how do you get to a little bit more closer to these guys? Well, accuracy. So whatever you do, just try and do it better. So even if you don't follow through or you throw it super hard, then just manage and try and hit a target. So what we use is we use the arrows on the lanes. So each arrow is 5 boards, and so I actually have a video that will describe, or no, that was a different video, sorry. But each arrow is 5 boards across, and so you want to try and use those to hit what we call the pocket. Now, hold on to that term because it's going to be really important for this slide. So, the pocket is the 1-3 or the 1-2 pin. So, what happens is if the ball hits on the quote-unquote 17.5 board from bowlingball.com, that's what they give a good estimation for. If it rolls off the end of the deck at the 17.5 board, then it'll give you an 85% chance of striking. So, you want to try and roll the ball towards that angle. So, I have some videos. This is actually done through the United States Bowling
Okay, we're back here on the research side of the International Training and Research Center. I'm here with Nikki Brose, who is a research manager of this side of the facility. And Nikki, you guys have been doing some studies to dig in a little bit more detail about pocket percentages and where the actual pocket actually truly exists. So you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, what we've done is we actually went and surveyed a bunch of expert bowlers out in the field. We went with gold level coaches, we talked to professional bowlers, the people that you would go to if you were asking questions about bowling, and we asked them if a ball had hit the pocket based on a series of videos.
Okay.
And from there, we determined what entry boards were actually part of the pocket. So the pocket is is located at the 1 and the 3 pin, but there's a range, quite a bit of a range between those 2 pins. So where within those 2 pins is the pocket? And the study showed that between 15.5 board to 18.2 board, you're going to get people to say, yeah, the ball's in the pocket.
Okay, so like you said, that's a pretty wide range. So I'm assuming not all balls are going to strike from each different part. So you guys have been really trying to dig into what percentages based on where that part of the pocket it hit. So
yeah, exactly. So what we did is we took that and we broke it down even further, and we used our bowl score testing device, which is a ramp that moves at different angles and offsets into the set of pins, and and we mark score from there. So what we found is that at 17.5 board, regardless of entry angle, we combined all our entry angles together, you're either going to strike or leave a 9 count.
wow, okay, so you say regardless of entry angle. So what was the range of entry angle that you actually used?
Our range of entry angle goes from 0 to 10 degrees of entry angle, and most bowlers are probably going to be on the lower half of that. So anywhere from 0 to 5 is really more common. 3 to 4 is probably the most common.
Sure, okay.
So, now, a non-example of this is yours truly not striking. I see kind of a funny line right there. But, so what happened with that ball is I didn't get it close enough to that pocket area of what was explained earlier. So, in any case, what you want to do is you want to try and remember your 2 A's, your angle and your accuracy. And don't let your angles be anonymous. Let your A's do the talking out on the lane. Thank you.